On behalf of Friar Tom and Friar Xavier and Friar Conrad, my name is Friar John, and we're giving you Fervorinos as a way to bring a little hope and inspiration to you wherever you might be quarantined, as it were. You know, we've just celebrated Easter, and next Sunday is Divine Mercy Sunday. And that's an opportunity that we can really take to heart those in need of mercy, and especially the Chaplet of Divine Mercy, which is a prayer for the dying. My grandfather, Grandpa Bo, he prayed this devotion all the time, and it would go like, maybe 5 or 8 minutes, and he would sit in his lazy boy chair, and he had a bad bum leg. It was a polo, infected leg, and so it was just all bone and skin, really no muscle tone at all. And he would relax in that chair, and he had his little finger rosary, and he would pray the Chaplet of Divine Mercy. And he had this image right in front of him of Jesus, and it was a very consoling image for him, being that face of mercy. You know, in these days, we're reminded to pray the Chaplet of Divine Mercy because many are dying. And I think this is a particularly poignant time, I would say providential, that we have Pope Francis here to lead us through this. You know, he was the one who did a year of mercy, you know, encouraging the church for mercy for all sinners, not just for a small elect few. He opened up the doors of the church in many ways. In many of his writings, he said the church should be like a field hospital after battle. In many ways, that's what we are. We are trying to be out there for the people for all kinds of needs, and also being in line with the restrictions that we have for safe social distancing, no doubt. And so we're here attempting to connect to people in many various ways. One of the ways that we're doing this here in Cary, Ohio, is having drive-through confessions every Saturday as a way at 3:30 p.m. to come and unburden yourself with your sins, to have that encounter with that merciful face of Jesus, to continue that mission of being a field hospital as Pope Francis is leading us. And also we're making videos of our evening prayer so that we can take your intentions that you send to us through social media or through telephoning or through the mail, and we can lift up those prayers for you. We also have our choir director, Jack Girding, and he's making some exceptional music productions and posting them on our YouTube channel. These are small ways that we're attempting to connect to people so that we can pray for them, and more importantly, that we can be there for whatever needs we can be given this distancing. You know, we just celebrated Easter. You know, on Easter, it was that empty tomb, and those first disciples that saw that empty tomb were completely, in a revolutionary way, impacted by that empty tomb. It was Mary Magdalene that was the first one. Early in the morning, she saw that empty tomb, and she immediately went to others to share that good news. Jesus is not there. Who took him? What happened? What is the meaning of this? And then Peter came with the beloved disciple, and they raced to the tomb, and they saw what was there, and the folded linens, and all the implications that this wasn't just a theft in the night. This was the resurrection of Jesus. And they went with great momentum from that moment, from the empty tomb. Maybe we are stuck in the quarantine of a tomb of sorts, that we're being forced to be at home, and it's been a long, grueling time. And we are reminded about what are some of the things that we can do. You know, Mr. Rogers has this principle that he learned from his mother. It says, in a time of crisis, always look to the helpers. Simple, yet profound. Who are the helpers that are helping us? You know, these medical health care professionals, they are putting their life on the line for what's happening right now in such heroic ways, and doctors and nurses and staff workers have lost their lives, and with the seriousness of what's happening, and how inspirational that is. I heard in Vancouver, British Columbia, they gave an ovation of the whole city coming out on their porch and and making noise with whatever they could in appreciation for the healthcare professionals. Wonderful, wonderful helpers. I hear about parishioners that are calling up other parishioners and saying, hey, are you doing okay? Hey, are you hungry? Can I deliver some lasagna for you on your back door? Hey, do you need some help with the yard? And they're connecting with each other and helping each other out. Can I get some groceries for you? Wonderful, wonderful way to help each other out. And I would encourage you that you can help also, to help pray for those that are dying, for those that are grieving, for those that are the walking wounded. And you could pray this Chaplet of Divine Mercy. It's a simple prayer. I call it the Rosary Express. No more than 5 or 6 minutes, but a way to pray for those in great need of prayer at this time. You know, the friars receive your petitions, and we have many petitions that have come before us asking for prayer, like Father Tim asked for prayers for Jennifer Barnett, a young woman on a ventilator in San Juan Regional Hospital with COVID-19 who was being taken off life support. We're praying for Judy for her lymphoma. We're praying for Karen for her friend who recently was diagnosed with cancer. We're praying for Vicky for her nephew's tumor to go away. We're praying for Andrea's family member, Andrew, that came home after 2 surgeries to have good health and recovery. We're praying also for the students of Cary Public Schools and parochial schools who are maturing every day, that they may find peace and joy through this most unsure time. And also praying for Courtney, who is expecting new life, a new child. I invite you to send in your petitions in whatever way that the friars can offer up those prayers for you. That's a great entitlement for us and a great treasure that we can pray for you. Thank you for your support for us in many, many ways. And I look forward to our next encounter. Peace.